Hey guys, Comic Uno. Sorry I'm not using my HD web camera, but it's not working. I've been trying to work on it and it just didn't work. So I'm going to be using my other web camera for my next couple of videos for this week, but next week hopefully I'll be using my HD web camera again. But let's talk about the comic I'll be reviewing today, which is The Amazing Spider-Man issue 679. Let's talk about the cover first. Really like the cover, love the artwork for it, and love the concept most of all for this because I just love how in this issue Spider-Man is trying to fight time, and that's exactly what he's doing in this cover, and he only has 12 hours to try to save New York from disaster. But let's see what happened in the story. I really love this cover though. So over here we get to see in Spider-Man has been trying to save New York from disaster. And 311 comes by, and that was the time where New York was supposed to be destroyed, and he finds out that New York is not destroyed for some reason. And the reason it's not destroyed, he finds out, is 3:11 p.m. right now. It's going to be destroyed at 3:11 a.m. because he only knew what time it was, but he didn't know if it was a.m. or p.m. So he has 12 hours more to try and save New York City. And now he has to do all the little things. He has to save cats from trees. He has to save someone from choking. He has to do all the little things to try and save New York. And that's exactly what he tries to do. He tries to do all the little things for 12 hours. He recognizes that doesn't really help that much because it's still, there's only 30 minutes left until 3:11 a.m. and New York is still going to be destroyed, it seems like. And he doesn't know what to do. And he gets a phone call from MJ, and it says, Peter, I need to talk to you. And the person who made this 24-hour door, Grady, his friend from Horizon Labs, says, you have to answer this phone call. This could really save New York. So he answers the phone call from MJ, and MJ wants to hang out. And he says, okay, whatever. You know, it's kind of rushed in time, but whatever. So he goes to the diner and hangs out with Mary Jane, and Mary Jane says something to Peter and says, Peter Parker is important too, not just Spidey, and that clicks and says, you're right. Peter Parker is important. So he runs back to Horizon Labs and he tells Grady that, and well, as Peter Parker, he tells Grady, he says that I now know why New York's going to be destroyed. It's because Peter Parker went through the door, and Peter Parker, since he wasn't there for 24 hours, he wasn't able to check on the 24-hour door itself. And that's what destroys New York, is the 24-hour door, which Peter Parker didn't even think about. He just thought, oh, Spider-Man's not there for 24 hours, something's going to happen, because obviously that's what you're going to think. But you would never think it's because of Peter Parker wasn't there, New York gets destroyed. But they turn off the machine and they start working on it, and they save New York in the end. And I thought this issue was great. I loved it. It was a small story, but really great. I thought you don't have to have that big event. You don't have to have those big villains to make it a good story. And I think that's something I love about Amazing Spider-Man. They don't have all these. They do have big events and they're great stories, but they have these small stories also that are great also. And Dan Slott does a great job with this series, and I've been loving it. I love Amazing Spider-Man. It's one of my favorite series. Love Spider-Man. He's been one of my favorite characters since I was a kid, and I just been really loving this series from Dan Slott. He's doing a great job, and I'm just really glad this issue was great. And something I like about Amazing Spider-Man is that they just don't show Spider-Man. They show everybody. They show Peter Parker's life. They show Spider-Man's life, and which you don't get to see in comic books that much. You never really get to see the other secret identity too, which I'm actually sad about it. I wish they showed that a little bit more in comics. I think that's why this is one of my favorite series. And also, we get to see those supporting characters. We get to see Madam Web. We get to see Carly. We get to see Mary Jane. We get to see people from Horizon Labs. We get to see those people. And I love that because even in the big story arcs like Spider Island, we got to see them and get affected by Spider Island. And I love that. And that's what I love about this series. There's so many great things, and if you're not reading this series, try to pick it up. It's a great, great series, and I definitely recommend it. I recommend this issue. Just probably don't pick up this issue. Pick up the next issue first, and then this issue, because you might be a little confused. But definitely try to pick up this issue. It was great, And again, I love that you can have these little stories and just little things that Spider-Man does and still make a great story. And I love that Dan Slott could do that. And also great art. Love the art. Always love the abstractness of Spider-Man. Sometimes it's different art, but this art that usually they use this art. I really like it when they use different art. I'm not so crazy about it. But this style of art I really do like. And definitely try to pick this issue up. It's definitely great. This is my pick of the week. I give it 5 stars. I hope you enjoyed this review, and hopefully you enjoyed this issue if you pick it up. And also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. In the description below, there'll be a link for that. It'll just have comic book news, comic book review stuff, and topic video stuff I'm going to have. And also, don't forget to follow my other channel, The Rand Situations, and I'll have video news. In the description below, there'll be a link for that also. And I hope you enjoyed. I say pick this up. This is my pick for the week. I give it 5 stars. This is Comic Uno. See ya.